Your parents do not need to know what you have, not because you owe them secrecy, because the moment they know the real number, the relationship stops being about you and starts being about the number, and you will spend years trying to figure out why every conversation since then has felt different, without ever connecting it back to the moment you answered that question honestly. You have felt this shift already. There was a moment, a dinner, a phone call, a casual conversation where the topic drifted toward money. When you told them about a financial win, a business moving, a deal closing, a number you hit that you worked for in silence while they doubted the entire direction. And something shifted in the room that you could not name. Not celebration, not pride, something that looked like both of those things, but felt like neither. A question that arrived too quickly, a comment dressed as concern, a subtle recalibration in how they spoke to you about your plans from that moment forward. You wrote it off as complexity, as the complicated nature of family, as the difficulty of people who grew up with less, trying to understand someone who is building for more. You were half right. It is complicated, but not for the reason you assumed. Here is what actually happened in that room. The moment you disclosed your financial position, you did not share news. You transferred leverage. The information you handed over, your income, your savings, your assets, your trajectory, did not stay as information. It became the internal model your family now uses to calculate every future interaction with you. What to ask for, what to expect, where to apply pressure, when your generosity is obligation rather than choice. That model does not work in your favor. It works in theirs, not through malice, through the specific automatic psychology of people who now know your financial flaw and will interact with you from a position of knowing exactly how much you can afford to lose. This is called financial exposure mapping, the process by which disclosed wealth becomes a behavioral blueprint that others use to determine the terms of their relationship with you. You did not notice it happening because it did not announce itself. It simply became the new architecture of every conversation about money, family obligation, and what you owe the people who raised you. Niccolò Machiavelli was not a theorist. He was a man who spent decades inside the rooms where fortunes were made and destroyed, where a single disclosed number changed the political calculus of every person in the building. He did not write about power as an abstraction. He documented it as a mechanism, and the mechanism he documented with the most precise and uncomfortable accuracy was the specific way that people who love you use what you tell them about your resources to determine what they will take. He wrote one line that every man who has ever made the mistake in this hook will recognize the moment it lands. Men sooner forget the death of their father than the loss of their patrimony. He was not writing about greed. He was writing about the specific, biological priority that financial information triggers in even the most loving relationships. A priority that operates below conscious intention and above declared loyalty every single time. You did not lose your parents' love when you disclosed your financial position. You lost something more operationally significant. You lost the version of the relationship where they did not know exactly what you could afford to lose. This video names every category of damage that disclosure produces. It names what you have already handed over that cannot be taken back, and it names the precise operational moves that change the dynamic from this point forward, regardless of what has already been disclosed. If you are expecting a comfortable conversation about family and money, this is not that video. If you are ready for the version that is accurate, stay with this. Let us establish what actually happened in that conversation. Not what you thought was happening, not the version where you were being open with someone who loves you. The version underneath that, the one operating at the level of human psychology rather than human intention. When you disclosed your financial position to your parents, you did not share information. You transferred power, quietly, completely, irreversibly, and you did it with the specific enthusiasm of someone who believed that love makes information safe, that closeness neutralizes risk, that family is the one environment where transparency has no cost. Every one of those beliefs is wrong. Not because your parents are predators, because they are human. And the human brain, regardless of how much love it carries, operates on biological imperatives that activate automatically the moment it receives information about available resources within its proximity network. This is not a character flaw. It is an ancient survival mechanism that has been running in human neurology since before your family existed. The mechanism is called financial proximity activation. the automatic and unconscious recalibration of a person's expectations, entitlements, and behavioral patterns in response to confirmed knowledge of surplus in a trusted relationship. The love does not disappear when this mechanism activates. It coexists with it, which is what makes the result so difficult to name and so impossible to undo. You are still here because you have felt this. You know the specific quality of the conversation that followed your disclosure. Something in the architecture of the relationship shifted, and you could not locate the moment it changed because you were inside it when it happened. That moment is what this video is about. Before we go any further, you need to understand the specific way your family system processes financial information, because it is different from how any other relationship in your life processes it. In a professional context, when someone learns you have money, the primary response is repositioning. They recalibrate their professional relationship to you based on updated information. The relationship was already transactional at some level, so the recalibration is legible and manageable. In a friendship, the response is comparative. Your win gets measured against their position. Social comparison activates. The dynamic shifts but remains between two roughly equivalent social agents. But in a family system, the response is entitlement activation. And entitlement is a different beast entirely from either repositioning or comparison, because entitlement inside a family is not experienced as entitlement by the person feeling it. It is experienced as reasonable expectation. It is experienced as family duty, as the natural consequence of blood, as something that was always implicitly owed and has simply now become visible, now that the resources to fulfill the obligation are confirmed to exist. You telling them the number did not create the entitlement. It gave the entitlement a number to attach to. Think about the conversation that followed. Not the first one, the ones that came after. The way certain requests now arrive with a specific texture they did not have before. Not demands. Requests, framed as concern, framed as family, framed as the kind of thing a person who loves their family would simply do without being asked twice. The way your financial decisions are now discussed rather than respected. The way you're spending, your saving, your investments, your lifestyle choices have quietly entered the family's conversational territory, as if your money is a shared resource that everyone has a legitimate stake in managing. You did not give them money. You gave them a governing interest in how you manage yours. Telling someone your financial position without any corresponding transfer of assets is like giving someone the combination to your safe without giving them anything inside it, except now they know the combination, they know approximately what is inside, and they have a set of keys to the building that they call love, obligation, and family. The building is not secure anymore. In 2019, a behavioral economics research group at the University of Zurich published findings on what they called asymmetric information effects in close relationships, the documented pattern in which financial disclosure within high-trust relationships produces measurably larger behavioral changes in the recipient than equivalent disclosure in low-trust relationships. The counterintuitive finding: the more someone trusts and loves you, the more dramatically their behavior changes when they receive accurate financial information about you. Not less, more. Because in a low-trust relationship, the recipient maintains psychological distance from your resources. They are separate. Your money is yours, and the relationship acknowledges that boundary implicitly. But in a high-trust relationship, in a family, the psychological boundary between your resources and our resources is structurally thinner. It was always thin. It was established during childhood, during a period when the resources actually were shared, when the pooling of family assets was the survival model. That model